Okay, Capricorn, we got cut off. Sorry about that. Again, no hocus pocus going on here. Just kidding. Okay, so in your current position, Capricorn, the High Priestess reversed. There is an inner voice that you are not listening to. You're either avoiding it by working too much. I know you guys are prone to drown yourself in your work because it's way more validating than having to sit with your emotions or feelings. Capricorns can tend to be workaholics. And I don't mean that in a negative way. There's a reason you guys dress nice and have nice things. Beautiful home, and you're stable, and you're the daddy of the zodiac, right? But you guys also have a heart, believe it or not. Yes, the devil has a heart, okay? And you do have an inner voice. And actually, you guys can be very intuitive. And especially in your intimate personal relationships, your interpersonal relationships, right? And you guys are the most dependable ones. You guys want to be the hero. You want to come in and listen. Middle of the night, your friend calls you, needs you, reliable. Capricorn, strong, steady. Great listeners. They mean well. They work a lot. And so for a water sign or someone who is more of an emotional nature, they misinterpret that as selfish or arrogant, which you can be, because you're so goal driven, right? But you cannot keep running from emotional matters or matters. Whew. Hello, Mercury retrograde, right? Shadow phase. Best excuse ever. Anyhow, you guys can no longer suppress that, because let me give you this example. If you hold a beach ball underwater, you can try. It's very difficult, and you guys might have a lot of success at it. But eventually, something's going to give, and it's going to smash you right in your face. You know what I'm saying? You think a beach ball doesn't hurt getting hit with one? Get hit with one right in your nose this way. Like uppercut to the nose. So it can be very painful. But you also have the Two of Wands reversed. So there's something that perhaps might be emotionally fulfilling, that you're refusing to allow in, right? Or your inner voice is trying to tell you something that doesn't seem very logical or practical, and you're resisting it. This is causing a lot of upheaval for you guys, and you're wondering why you're having so much trouble with this. It's because you're avoiding it, whatever it is, and you're avoiding it in work. Because in your past is the Seven of Pentacles. It's also in reverse. Now, this is usually planting the seeds in the upright. It's like planting the seeds and hoping, waiting for the return on your investment. Seven's a very spiritual card. It could be spiritual lessons. Perhaps there was something that was fulfilling in your life that you maybe the seeds were planted for, but you didn't see any growth from it. And you're wondering why, because you've done everything that was practical. But sometimes you listen to that inner voice, because that is what that's what gives us life to projects or endeavors that we're on. Sometimes when we approach it in a more spiritual, soulful, heartful nature, and stop trying to, I guess, manipulate the situation or control the situation or overthink the situation or make it make logical sense, then it can sometimes work out a lot better when we don't get in our own way. And I feel like the Seven of Pentacles, to me, reversed, is like getting in your own way. You know, like you're making it more difficult. Like, just let it flow, right? Let it flow. Sit with those. Because avoidance is not going to fix the issue either. It's only going to make it worse. And you're going to have to face it sooner or later. Because if you don't, Source will step in and will cause a major upheaval in your life. And chances are, Capricorn, they're going to take away something you really like. They do that. Your career, your job, your nice, something materialistic, they will get your attention. So if you don't pay attention to that inner voice, Source is going to step in for you. So I'm just saying, I know you guys like to be in control. So if you want to be in control as much as possible, you might want to give into this one a little bit. Whatever this is, whatever secret or information that you're withholding or trying to avoid facing, and you know what it is. And it's different for all you guys. Somebody, it could be your emotions. Maybe you're not sharing that with somebody you're having a relationship with, you know, casual or sexual or whatever it may be. And by holding those in or not listening, I know this is listening to your inner voice, but it could also be not listening to your heart, you know, or feeling those feelings or wanting to feel those feelings, or you're trying to keep a cage on it or trying to keep it locked in. You know, that resistance causes conflict because other people don't know what you're feeling or how you really feel. They just see the facade that you're trying to put on. And you could potentially push them away. And if that happens, and then you're stuck in your work, and then if your work doesn't work out because Source is trying to get your attention on some type of, for example, soulmate connection or whatever, then now you've lost them both, right? So why don't embrace those emotions, emotionally fulfilling, talk about it, get it out. I know it's uncomfortable. I know, and you guys don't like confrontations. I know you guys do not like drama for the most part, unless it's self-induced. Okay, so there's something you're withholding. Information. It could be financially in regards to work, but this was in the Pentacles is in your past. So in your immediate, your most current, what is it? Your immediate past? Is it your most current past? Or what's coming to pass is some type of celebration, some type of support you were getting from others. It could be some type of emotional fulfillment, some type of support group. Now I'm gonna have to pull out more cards so that this can make a full story, but we'll go with it. So if it's not making sense, bear with me. We're getting there. I don't just shuffle, lay them out, and then read it. I just keep it going, and then what's meant to come out comes out as it is, and I read it like that. Okay. Me trying to go with the flow, same advice as I'm giving out. So, okay, okay. All right, Capricorn. So here's the deal. In your headspace, perhaps you're trying to manifest something, or you're trying to manipulate a situation. And that could be your energy when it comes to dealing with this truth, we'll call it truth, you've been hiding, be it emotional, be it information, whatever it may be, your inner voice, your inner emotions, your inner feelings, which your gut's telling you to do. Perhaps you're ignoring that. You're trying to manipulate it because you have the Magician in reversed. This is a card of trickery or manipulation or being underhanded about something, or perhaps you want to be underhanded in something, or you're trying to control it. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a derogatory way. Manipulation's manipulation, for good or for bad, whatever it is. But this must be in regards to something emotionally fulfilling. And you're hoping you can keep control of it. But you're trying to come out of this heartbreak that you're in. Something is painful. Because I have the Three of Swords in reverse. And, you know, upright, it's like heartbroken. You know, but reversed, it could be coming out of it because it's in your near future. So you're getting some type of relief. Aha. And, oh my gosh. Okay, Capricorn. So you have the Page of Cups in your fears position or your apprehension. So the page is about messages. So you're afraid to communicate something from the heart matter. There's something that's really hard for you to verbalize. And you know, Taurus had this too, and this is the earth energy. You guys are so practical and logical that you try to over intellectualize your emotions. That can be very tough for whoever you're dealing with, you know, because they see you as detached or materialistic or egotistical when you guys actually have really big hearts. And they had the Six of Swords as well. So you're trying to come out of some energy. Bear with me again. Sometimes I just want to get additional clarification on these than what they are. I feel really drawn to, you know, listen my inner voice or source and shut up and do what I'm told instead of being so stubborn. I can be as well. We all can. Okay, so yeah, because how you're feeling in this situation with, because the Six of Swords upright is leaving behind troubled times, right? Or troubled, and because they're in a boat going across water, I feel like with this card for me, the Six of Swords is very much like a balance between your head and your heart, because sixes are about balance and harmony. And perhaps you're trying, and sometimes when you get clarity on a situation and you follow your heart, you can leave higher ground and you get more secure and more stable and you do what's best for you. And thus you're rewarded by the universe by following your heart space. But this shows that you're having a lot of trouble doing that in some type of communication. You're fearing some type of communication or secret or knowledge or something that you're withholding, Capricorn, that is emotionally related, is what I'm seeing in the cards. Because there's a lot of cups in here that are up, you know, that not necessarily upside down, but it's in regards to emotions and offering those up. So I'm assuming this isn't about your work, because you guys seem to have that usually on lock. But some type of seed that you planted in the past. Okay, so this is okay, so your outcome here, I'm sorry, I apologize, you're hoping for some type of balance to the situation, and have patience with yourself while you figure it out, because your outcome is Four of Pentacles. So holding on to something, and you're holding on to it tightly. But to clarify that, along with that jumper card, I got the Judgment in reverse, and the Judgment upright is a second chance or a resurrection, like a defining moment or a test to something, or getting a chance to revisit that, to do it again. In this case, you might not be able to do that. I'll get some clarity on the Judgment, because it can be a little confusing, but you're holding on to something really tight. Be it your money, maybe you're not sharing that. Or you're holding on to your job and your money because you don't want to deal with the emotional side. but Source is stepping in. Usually when Judgment comes in, it's a second chance and it's in your favor. But when I see it in the reverse, it might not work out in your favor if you keep on holding on to this stubbornness, defiance, avoiding your emotions, or dealing with someone, it could be someone or something that is really in your heart space. Source here is encouraging you to recognize that. Recognize this energy and listen. And don't be afraid to follow your heart. You guys are very driven. And determined. Freaking mountain goat, right? You can scale mountains. You have that leadership quality. And you prefer to stay up there. And you want to be the first, right? Lead the way. But sometimes it's okay to follow others, follow the lead, let someone else lead. Sometimes it provides learning experience. If you haven't developed all that. No idea why I just said that. I'm assuming Source needed some of y'all to hear that. So don't be afraid to maybe sit in the passenger side. Because if you're driving all the time, you can't see the scenery because you're having to focus on the road, right? You're not enjoying life is my point. It's okay to sit back and not have to be doing something, Capricorn. You're a human being, not a human doing. That's so hard for you guys, especially earth signs, because y'all work. But what is all of that? What is all that abundance if you can't enjoy it and you can't share it and you can't have experiences? This is suggesting have experiences versus things. Don't hold on to that so much that you're missing life. Because if you're working all the time, that's no fun. Not even for you. I don't care how much you love your work. Working all the time, it's finding that emotional balance as well. And Source here is encouraging you to embrace that. And to listen to your inner voice. And start trusting in the universe. Because they have your back. But it's suggesting with the Temperance card here is you've got to get balance. That head-heart balance. That work-play balance. It's not all work. Because then you're just going to work yourself to death. And for what? Not having a legacy to leave behind? Because you wouldn't open up to a relationship? Just giving an example. Not picking on anybody. Not saying, shit, if you don't want to get married, yep. And so with that Judgment comes the Tower card. Because I have a feeling some of you guys are not going to listen. And that's hard. That's okay. It's not easy. It's not easy when you guys are, you need the science behind things, right? You need the science. You need, you guys need proof. You need something tangible. You're an earth sign. It's why you like to work, because you see fruits of your labor. It's hard when it's emotional and you don't see it immediately. Or if it's not tangible. You guys need that tangibility for stability, I think. That's usually pretty good, right? So you need it. You need something tangible to feel stable, okay? And you're going to get the Tower moment. So there is going to be a major upheaval in your life because it's next to the Judgment card, reversed. So Source, I'm guessing that you're not going to heed this warning. Some might. I hope you do, because you have free will to change this outcome. But if you don't, Source is saying if you hold on to this too tight and you don't give, and there's not a flow of emotion and work, then this is going to happen. Something's going to give because it's going to get your attention. There's going to have to be some type of upheaval in order for you to reset so that you can live the life you're meant to live or your soul's purpose, okay? So don't get it twisted. Sometimes, most times, you can, I know hard work yields money, but sometimes your happiness and doing what you love rather than what just needs to be done, it's okay to do that as well. You know, because then the money will follow. But you don't have to be miserable. Do something you love, Capricorn, and work hard at that and have your emotional stability or fulfillment, I guess. And then you can have your tangible stability as well, like your money and your finance. Okay, Capricorn? So with that, wish you guys the best. Happy rest of your February, and I will see you guys in March. And best of luck during this Mercury retrograde. Have fun with that. My video's already gotten cut off and my battery almost died. So I'm gonna have to end it here, or I'm gonna have to redo this again. So, all right, Caps. Don't be afraid of your feelings. I know they're deep in there, and I know you guys have a heart, and it's a travesty if you hold that from the rest of the world, because they probably have no idea about that side of you. Because you're always dependable and reliable, but they need you to share and open up to them so that you get the full experience of what that feels like. So, okay, guys, enough lecturing. I'm gonna let you go. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. See you guys in March. Bye.